Lumbo-Pelvic Disassociation Level 2. So in this level of lumbo-pelvic disassociation, normally we present the reps and then instruct you on how to do it. But in this case, because there's so many steps, I'm going to teach while we show how to do this. So first, you're going to go into posterior pelvic tilt position and then anterior pelvic tilt position. So posterior pelvic tilt position and then anterior pelvic tilt position. You're going to do that 5 reps, nice and slow and controlled. Posterior pelvic tilt, anterior pelvic tilt, and then you want to stop right at neutral pelvic position, and then walk 20 yards forward. So go ahead and take this angle. So you want to see that she's continually holding the neutral pelvic tilt position, and let's stop for a second. The other thing you want to do is you want to get about 30 to 35 degrees of hip flexion, and on the back leg you're going to get about 15 to 20 degrees of hip extension. So that is full hip flexion and extension in a gait. So we're going to go, neutral pelvic position, ideal spinal alignment, head, ears are in line with the medial deltoid, spine is aligned, pelvis is maintained in a neutral pelvic position, and you're walking with about 35 degrees of hip flexion, about 15 degrees of hip extension, for a total of about 20 yards. So let's go for several more steps here. And we might cut the 20 yards a little short just for the video so that you're not just watching so many steps here. So now go ahead and step backwards. Now it's very important, okay, if you are the client that's watching this, to have someone with you if you're doing this by yourself. If you're the fitness doctor practitioner, very important, you're watching your client's surroundings. You're aware, normally this is being done in a gym, so you're aware of equipment, you're aware of things they could be tripping on. And also I'm going to assure my client, hey, don't worry, I completely have your surroundings, I'm watching where you're going, I see what's going on, you're totally safe with me. So you want to feel comfortable and safe that you don't have to alter your movement or keep looking because you think you're going to run into something, and of course the danger of actually running into something and falling. So what you're seeing is that she's keeping her neutral pelvic tilt, neutral pelvic position the whole way. Good, nice hip extension in the stride. And once you get back in 2 more steps, stop. With little rest as possible, the sled should already be set up. Okay, you're going to put the chest harness on. Go ahead and let's put this on. So time is of the essence. You want to get this on and get moving as fast as possible. So if you feel like, go ahead and take this angle. So if you feel like the pelvis isn't in the neutral position, then you can go ahead and complete a few more reps of anterior and posterior pelvic tilt position, just to get a feel for that pelvis. Because remember, what we're doing here is we're disassociating the movement of the pelvis from the lumbar spine. That's why it's called lumbo-pelvic disassociation. You'll find that neutral pelvic position, and then go ahead and take the slack out of the strap there. Good. Keep ideal spinal alignment. So you're going to keep ideal spinal alignment, heads in line, pelvis stays neutral. This is not an easy exercise. There's a lot of neuromuscular control. So stay in the neutral pelvic position, which for most people you're going to be trying to kind of force into posterior pelvic tilt position to be able to maintain the neutral position. Go ahead and step, nice and strong. So with this one, we're going to pull for 50 yards. So we're going to pull 50 yards, keeping that neutral pelvic position. Yep, and alignment is more important than speed. Alignment is more important than the performance. So you want to make sure that alignment is staying perfect. And hang on just 1 second, I'm going to adjust the strap here. Okay, continue. So neutral pelvic position for the entire 50 yards. So what you've seen that we've done here is we've done 5 reps slow, neutral pelvic, anterior pelvic tilt, posterior pelvic tilt. Then we've walked 20 yards forward and come 20 yards back, all keeping the neutral pelvic position, and then next pulling the sled 50 yards forward. That's one set of lumbo-pelvic disassociation level 2. Continue. Good, nice and strong, Dr. Gabby, come on. There you go, keep that pelvis neutral, nice and strong. Yep, and see, she's being forced to keep her spine aligned. She's being forced to keep the neutral pelvic position. So under load, under force, under functional load, we're keeping that pelvis in that neutral position, and that's what enables you to have great ability when you go under load with the squat, with the lunge, pulling a sled, whatever it might be, hiking a mountain. That's what retrains, gives you the neuromuscular retraining. This is why it's an isolated neuromuscular retraining exercise, to be able to maintain your body in the right alignment. So you would have completed this exercise by going a total of 50 yards pulling the sled.